Uncle Dig's garden update. Hey everyone, welcome to a garden update version of Bag Seed Chronicles, right? So sometimes I'm unable, or someone's unable to show up for a guest spot or some other kind of planned programming, and I still want to give the garden update because I think it's important, especially as cannabis growers, as we can kind of see what our peers are doing, and more importantly, when cannabis being a photo period plant, right? So, without further ado, let's get into what's going on in my garden because it's fun. All right, so the weather is being very kind today. Oh, by the way, today is April 25th, 2021, and I am in gardening zone 8B. That's important for you to know. I knew that. You didn't. All right. So the weather is being very kind here in Southern Oregon. We're actually getting a couple days of rain and blustery weather, right? So I haven't had to water, which has been nice. I have 14 out of 16 seedlings that have successfully germinated. So that's the best germination rate I've had. So buying seeds has proven to buy me an increased germination rate. And I've had this one set of seeds for like 5 years, these DLD seeds, and they're just starting to get into like 50% germination territory. So seeds last a long time. You just run the risk of the germination rates going down as they get older. I'm thinking I may flower a couple plants inside if I can't find homes for them. It would be cool to have 3 harvests in 1 year in 2021. I am enjoying harvesting more as I do it more often. I've been growing outdoors since 2016, and I worked in other gardens before that. But the added indoor harvests in the past 2 winters have definitely added to my comfort level with the plant. I'm also learning about some holes in my game, right? Old Uncle Dig could probably make some improvements. A couple of those improvements would be I'm going to have to break down one of these years, maybe this one, maybe for season 2, and buy a pH meter and start pHing my soil and or water and kind of seeing where that is. And I'm also going to have to kind of be more disciplined about following nutrient schedules. I think that's definitely a hole in my game. And I'm going to get my plant count down tomorrow. I'm one of the clones I'm taking care of is going to go back to its original home. It's pretty excited. From what I understand, it's a skunk #1 crossed with a green crack. It's a pretty plant, although recently it's been struggling because it's kind of wanted the light to be higher and further away, and I've had other seedlings in the tent with it, and I've kind of prioritized their health over the health of that clone, so it's looking a little ragged, but I think my buddy will be able to rehabilitate it pretty well once he gets it into a more suitable space for it. I am excited to see how that clone does outdoors. I think the person who's getting it is going to finish it outdoors. So that'll be exciting. I'm excited about moving outdoors starting in May 1st, I'm going to start beginning the hardening process May 1st with some plants being able to go outside full time on May 9th, which is Mother's Day, which is the universal. It's all right. We don't need supplemental light anymore, so we can go out into the bright sunshine, assuming it's warm enough, right? And it's not too windy. I'm going to start my plants off with about an hour of sunlight, and then I'm going to bring them back in, and then the next day we're going to double, and then we're going to double down, and then eventually, one day, much to their chagrin, they're going to be left outside, never to come back in. And then we'll move on to the vegetable garden, right? Because it's doing some exciting thing, right? We're still completely indoors with cannabis, but come May 1st, the beautiful rays of sunshine will shine down on my beautiful green babies. All right. So the peas are almost 9 inches tall. So they're just zipping up my trellis. My homemade trellis is working great. I've been able to actually eat some cilantro from the volunteers that came up, and I'm going to plant the sunflowers probably within the next couple days, maybe the day after tomorrow. This whole outdoor season has got me thinking about my little catchphrase, right? Like a kind of a thought before we go. I like to say, let's overgrow the world. And, what I hope for all of us is that we can grow so much weed that it becomes a staple. It's always around. It's always cheap. It's always available. I also want to do that with food too, right? If you can't grow weed, please grow peas or tomatoes or corn or something else that is fun to both grow and consume. And I guarantee you will be glad you did. So with that, let's overgrow the world. The devil's in the green grass, and that's the end of our show.